Hi, this session is about Module 6 of Principles of Information Security CS 472. We have two sessions. First is about secure electronic transaction where we are learning about the framework, strength and weakness and security of SET. Then about online banking and credit card payment system. There also we need to consider security aspects. The second part is about web service security, which include XML, SOAP, SAML and RFID. What is secure electronic transaction? Secure electronic transaction is not a payment system. It is only a set of protocols, that too security protocols and other formats that helps users to employ our credit card payment infrastructure on an open network like internet. It provides all encryption and security features to protect our credit card transaction on the internet. What are the different services provided by secure electronic transaction? First one is security. Second one is trust with the help of digital certificates. Third one is privacy. So SET provides services, security, trust and privacy. Now about the key features of secure electronic transaction. First is confidentiality. Second one is integrity. Third one and fourth one is about authentication of card holder and merchant respectively. First is confidentiality of information. Whenever I purchase an item from a merchant using my credit card in an online mode, what I expect is that the merchant should not know my credit card number. Also, bank should not know what I purchased from the merchant. Secure electronic transaction provides the confidentiality. It prevents the merchant from learning the credit card holder's number. This item is only provided to the issuing bank. This is implemented using conventional encryption by DES. Second one is integrity of data. Integrity says about unauthorized change in our data. So payment information sent from card holder to merchant includes order information, personal data, payment instruction. SET guarantees that these message contents are not altered during the transit over the internet. This is implemented using RSA digital signature using SHA-1 hash codes. Then third one is card holder account authentication. Secure electronic transaction enables merchants to verify that a card holder is an authorized user of a valid card account number. It uses X.509 version 3 digital certificates with the RSA signature for authentication. Fourth one is merchant authentication. So it is checking the authentication of the merchant, whether he is an authorized person. Fourth one is merchant authentication. Secure electronic transaction enables merchant verification, that is whether this merchant has a relationship with the financial institution he claimed. So it uses X509 version 3 digital certificate with RSA signature for merchant authentication. These are the participants of secure electronic transaction. First one is the card holder, he is the customer. Here is the merchant, he sells some products via online mode. Both are connected to the internet. Here is the issuer. Issuer is the customer's financial institution, that can be a bank. Acquirer is the merchant's financial institution, which is also a bank. Then there is a certificate authority. This is an entity that is trusted to issue public key certificates for card holders. He also provides the same for merchants and a payment gateway. The success of SET will depend on the existence of certificate authority infrastructure available for this. There is a payment network which performs all authorization and payment function. The merchant exchange messages with the payment gateway and over the internet, while the payment gateway have some direct or network connection to the acquirer's financial processing system. Now let's see the working of secure electronic transaction. This work under the assumption that both card holder and merchant is already registered with the certificate authority. Here the first step is customer browses website and decide on what to purchase. Then here is a customer, here is a bank, this is merchant's bank and customer bank. As a second step, customer sends order and payment information, which includes two parts in a single message. First is the purchase order. Second one is the card information. Purchase order is issued to the merchant and the second part is the card information is for merchant's bank. Now third step is merchant forward card information to their bank, Fourth step is merchant's bank checks with the issuer for payment authorization. Now fifth step is issuer sent authorization to merchant bank. Now after that, sixth step, merchant's bank sent authorization to merchant. Seventh step, merchant completes. Seventh step is merchant complete the order and sends confirmation to the customer. Eighth step, merchant captures the transaction from their bank. 9. Issuer prints credit card bill to customer. So this is the whole process involved in secure electronic transaction. Next topic is dual signature. This is for maintaining confidentiality of the customer when it makes an order online using SET. So whenever we make an order, the payment information we are giving to the merchant, from merchant to the merchant's bank. So what we expect is that the customer credit card details should not be known by the merchant. Also, the bank does not need to know about the details about my order. So how this is made possible? These two informations, that is order information of the merchant and payment information of the bank, are connected to an information piece that ensures confidentiality. How this is possible? It's a dual signature operation. Here is the payment information. This is the order information. H is the hashing. Now PI, when it undergoes hashing, is PIMD, which stands for Payment Information Message Digest. Here is the Order Information Message Digest. These are two pieces of messages. They are together concatenated. This is a concatenation operation. After concatenation, it undergoes hashing and becomes POMD. This further undergoes an encryption, which is public key encryption using the key KPC. The output is the dual signature. Dual signature is two pieces of message information that are concatenated together, encrypted and encrypted using public key encryption KPC. So what is dual signature? It is H of PI, that is H of PI, then H of OI, here is H of OI, both concatenated. The concatenated piece again undergoes hashing, encryption using KPC. This is dual signature. Hence, this dual signature ensures privacy of the customer. This message digest of PI can only be accessed by bank, and message digest of OI can only be accessed by the merchants. Hence, privacy is preserved. Then strength, about the strength of SET. It is secure enough to protect the user's credit card number and personal information from attack. That is achieved using dual signature. Then it is hardware independent, worldwide usage, confidentiality, integrity, cardholder account authentication, merchant authentication. Then weakness include user must have credit card. It is not cost effective when payment is small. Of anonymity and it is traceable. Network effect, need to install client software. and the eval. That's all about secure electronic transaction. Thank you for listening.